What's going on, everyone? Just got home from a show. Can you guess what show? Probably not. Maybe. But probably not. Okay. Decapitated Incantation, Darkest Hour, Exmortus. So, let's see here. Kind of an interesting lineup. Haven't seen Exmortus. Typically, I don't go for like the thrash. This is almost proggy thrash, not like heavy prog thrash, but like it had some prog sensibilities, lots of kind of tech playing. I don't know, maybe I'm not describing it well, but to me it felt like it was thrash that had a prog kind of core to it. So they were really good energy, good playing to the crowd. Some just instrumentals, some with vocals. So it was a nice mix. It was a good opener. They blasted through a half an hour set pretty quickly, and yeah, it was a really good opener. So pretty sure I would see them again. Darkest Hour was up next. You know, Darkest Hour is not a band I'm really into, but they put on a good show. Lots of good energy, lots of stuff going on. Yeah, and I got hit in the face by a guitar, so that was a bonus. Yeah, in Darkest Hour, they always put on a good show. So if you're a fan, if you're not a fan, you know, I recommend going to see them. If you're a fan, you probably already have, but if you were questioning whether or not you should, you should. The Incantation is up next. So I've seen them once before, maybe, in like 2002, something. At the time, I really wasn't into death metal. And tonight they did, check my notes here. Tonight they performed Mortal Throne of Nazarene in its entirety. And I gotta say, man, it was damn good. The stage was kind of cramped, so the band didn't have a lot of room to like move or do stuff, but they still did, and they had some great energy going on, and it was pretty kind of classic set. Not a ton of talking. Band just kind of like powered through it, but not in a rushed way, not in a they didn't want to be their way. Just in like a no bullshit way, and that was nice. It was refreshing. Kind of just red lighting, and the band just like they did what they did, and man, it was really good. I was definitely moved by it, definitely blown away. My favorite set of the night, easily. Man, and everything was still, you know, technical and accurate and structured well. And those guys, I mean, that album, which I'm not really familiar with in the least, that album was just, it's a beautiful thing. And I don't say that often, especially about kind of straightforward death metal, but they definitely won me over tonight. So I will be checking that album out. And yeah, the guys just went up there and played and did what they came to do. And it wasn't like, oh, they played fine, I don't need to see that live. Like, I would like to see them again, probably as headliners though. Probably when they have more room to move. Or in a tighter, sweatier, skull bashier space, if such a thing exists. Yeah, really good. And then for me, the night kind of a little bit disappointed by this. So I saw Decapitated last year with their previous vocalist at the Rickshaw in Vancouver, Canada, one of my favorite venues. And man, it was just a terrific set. And tonight they were performing the classic album live in concert, which I don't think it's called the classic album, but you know what I mean. Anyway, and the lighting was great, and the sound was great, and the band was doing their thing, and the vocalist, just a dynamo. Really good vocalist, really good frontman. And tonight it just, the lighting was good. The sound, I don't know. It was probably kind of the setup of the venue. at El Corazon in Seattle. I don't know. There was just something off, and for me, the frontman was more of your standard kind of metal frontman. No, okay, wait, let me kind of stayed in a spot and just did his vocals, and that was it. And I don't know, it wasn't, didn't really move me. So yeah, pretty disappointing. You know, last year that was a band where, like, that's why I went to the show tonight, because they were so fucking good. And I told everybody, man, it was one of the best shows I saw in 2024. Best standalone, you know, shows. And now if somebody would ask me, I would have, like, this version, the version I saw tonight, I wouldn't need to see again. So I'm a little bit torn. And that's clean laundry. My dog's sleeping on my bed, so what can you do? Anyway, so if this tour's coming around to you, I think that you're gonna go and you're gonna have a good time. And maybe Incantation just stole the show from me, so that was that. But Decapitated, unfortunately, didn't really work for me tonight. Probably my least favorite set of the night. Some of the songs started to kind of get there, but bit of a rough one. Pretty disappointing. So, as 2025 chugs along here, this was show number 17. I don't have a ton of shows left in Seattle before moving to Massachusetts, so we'll see what happens. But so far, I mean, I put Incantation set up as one of the better sets I've seen this year. Which is saying something, because I've seen some cool stuff this year, but this set really moved me. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, please subscribe and hit notifications and share this, because again, it's about community building. And, you know, I know a lot of people won't agree with what I have to say about this stuff, and I want to hear viewpoints and opinions from them. So, yeah, please do those things. Anyway, got a Cavalier tomorrow, Necrot, Dead Heat, 2 local openers, and then Dream Theater the day after, and then Reverend Horton Heat this weekend. So it's a packed week of shows. I'm going to try to do reviews for all of them, and I'm going to put my fingers in your face and squeedly diddly do.